Hello. In this series, we're walking through Freedom to Flow, a faith filled journey after 50. If you've been wondering where I went, I didn't disappear. I chose a different life, and we'll get into it after this. Okay, so just so you know, you may see me look in a couple of places. I have notes here, I have notes here, and I have a pen in hand because I don't want to miss anything. I took time to write a whole lot of notes of what I wanted to share, and it ended up being so much that this is a series. This is not just a one-off um episode. So this is episode one in a series, Freedom to Flow series, a faith-filled journey after 50. So I chose a different life. For a long time, my life was measured by full calendars, responsibilities, and outcomes. I honored that series. I don't dismiss it. Let me be clear. Repeat, I don't dismiss it. But there comes a moment, especially in midlife, when productivity stops being the question and alignment becomes the invitation. This series is about my life, or this series or this stage of this season of my life isn't about escape. I want to be clear, and it's about integration. I wanted to do this series because when I retired, I chose to retire. Um, I didn't retire from something. Yes, a job, but I retired into something. And in looking for resources and to help me make the transition, because although I knew one day it would come, I wasn't necessarily planning to retire when I did. Um, so retiring to something, into a new space, into listening, into discernment, right? Into a new space and experience that I'd never been in before. And moving into a pace from the grind, because I was somebody who worked more than 40 hours a week, just was what it was. The nature of the job, the nature of the beast, being in the leadership role that I was in, and to move into a pace that allows truth to surface has been critical for me. What you're seeing now, I am slow traveling. The movement, the quiet, that's not the headline. It's the fruit. And I think that's important because in going to YouTube University like everybody does right now, and looking for information and insight and doing research and on Amazon and reading the books and the podcasts and all that kind of stuff, I needed some lived experience, not just theoretical, not from somebody that was in my particular situation. I'm not married. I am unmarried. I am former professional, all checking all the boxes, and to find myself in this position, and my life doesn't look like I thought it would when I got to this stage. Just is what it is. The real work happened when nobody was watching, and nobody talks about that work. When my identity loosened and not even realizing how the tentacles of my identity were so wrapped around my position. Because let's be honest, I was doing it for nearly 40 years. That's 4 decades. When certainty softened, when faith had to become lived at this stage of my journey and not just declared. This season is not about naming it and claiming it and speaking positively necessarily, right? It is taking all of the wisdom and experience and learned um, behaviors and applying them in a new way. Freedom to flow isn't about going somewhere new. It's not about being someone new per se. It's about learning how to move differently inside your own life. And if you're in a season right now where things feel slower, quieter, and definitely less defined, that may not be loss. Sit with that for a minute. That, in fact, may be preparation, and preparation to step boldly into the next chapter, into this next season. So, as we journey through this series together, I want to invite you into this conversation. In the comments, don't explain. I repeat, don't explain. I know I am talking to high achieving, overachieving women in leadership, right? And positions of responsibility, executives. I get it. So that's why I stress in the comments, don't explain. We don't need an explanation. Just answer this with one word. And my answer is going to be in the comments, and I'm going to look back to see what yours are. One word. What feels like it's shifting in your life right now? In the comments, don't explain, just answer with one word. What feels like it's shifting in your life right now? One word is enough. Trust me. And if this series resonates, subscribe, not because I have answers, but because you don't have to walk this chapter alone. I did, and I don't want anyone else to have to walk it alone like I've had to. Subscribe, share this with someone in your community who you know could benefit from walking this thing out together. And make sure you turn on the notifications so that way every time I upload a new video, you will be notified, because the goal is every week is to have something for you here. Each episode, I'm going to end with a blessing. I am ordained clergy, by the way, and I am because this is a lived experience, right, that I'm having and that I'm sharing with you and inviting you to walk with me as I walk with you. Each episode, I'm going to end with a blessing. So before we part, let me bless you. May you stop mistaking quiet for stagnation. May you trust that slowing down is sometimes the most faithful move you can make. May your faith steady you without rushing you. May your freedom feel spacious, not performative. May your flow teach you how to move again, gently, honestly, in time. And may you remember, you didn't miss your moment. You are being prepared for it. Midlife is not a crisis, it's our invitation to reinvention. We're still here, we're still rising, and we're making this next chapter our best one yet. Faith, freedom, flow, flourishing. This is 50 plus reinvented. I'll see you next episode.